After the massive failure of Warzone and Apex Legends, Delta Force Mobile has become our last hope for mobile gaming. It has the ability and potential to save the gaming industry from getting drowned deep into the ocean. After months of waiting, we finally got a release date for Delta Force Mobile. The whole gaming community was happy and ready to celebrate their new year with a new, amazing game. But this happiness didn't stay forever. Soon after, a week later, developers announced that Delta Force is getting delayed to somewhere between summer 2025, relating to the problem of optimization. But we all know how Delta Force performed in its early beta test. If you don't believe me here, take a look. It's literally running at 60 FPS on a 6-year-old ancient chipset. This particular reason was clearly stupidity, to throw the release date somewhere between summer 2025. This decision could destroy the game's hype and popularity. See, every game has a specific problem at its early launch, which is a lack of optimization. Take an example of Call of Duty. It was a pure disaster in its early release. Take PUBG Mobile. It had lots of stutters, especially while driving vehicles. Bring this bad guy to the table. Warzone Mobile, a complete disaster in the history of mobile gaming. All of these games were unoptimized at their early release. Then what did they do? They kept improving their game over time and kept bringing new updates alongside the game. And now they are pretty much stable. Even Delta Force could do the same. Optimization is not a valid point to state us. So the question is, are they hiding something from us? Is there something specific they are afraid of? And what is the exact reason that made the developers delay Delta Force Mobile? In my opinion, they are afraid of something. Alright, I'm going to expose the Delta Force Mobile delay reasons step by step. And I will also tell you how this decision will ruin the game's overall hype and what could be the proper solution to avoid these threats heading to Delta Force Mobile. So that's why I want you to watch the video till the end. Because half knowledge is dangerous and you don't want to be a danger to anyone. If you've made it here, please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to get regular notifications about my upcoming videos, as well as hit that like button. It would make my day fantastic. Mobile gaming has become a ghost town. There were literally no games left to enjoy. That's the reason people are forced to stick with old games like PUBG, Free Fire, and Call of Duty. I personally think this is the perfect opportunity for a game to hop into the battlefield, and it will be easy to dominate other games since the majority of gamers are pretty bored playing those exact same games for years. Apex Legends Mobile tried its best. It was a great game, but it wasn't the right time when they released that game, because PUBG and Call of Duty were carrying the whole mobile gaming market on their backs. And honestly, no one even noticed when Apex Legends Mobile came and disappeared. I researched a lot of things about this, and I personally think no one even knows the real reason why Apex Mobile shut down. Should I make a separate video diving deeper into this topic? Do let me know in the comment section. Warzone Mobile could have been a hit game of 2024, but Activision messed this whole thing up by developing a mobile game with a PC engine. The Infinity Ward 9.0 engine was used to develop Warzone Mobile, and the rest, we all see what is happening to that game. Warzone Mobile has now become a half-baked, handicapped game. It's filled with lots of glitches, bugs, frame drop issues, and it's totally unplayable even on high-end devices. Unoptimization was a major reason behind the failure of Warzone Mobile, but hats off to the developers, they still haven't given up yet. It feels like the game's going to take long years to stand on its back. And now, here comes Delta Force Mobile with full preparation and understanding of the needs of mobile gamers. This game has literally everything to offer. You can watch this video to understand why this game could be a banger of 2025 gaming. But despite having this much versatility, game developers are messing things up by delaying the game ahead. It could create a clash between other big popular titles coming in 2025. Games like Valorant Mobile.
I would if somebody was a little less aggressive.
Rainbow Six Mobile, The Division Resurgence, and Assassin's Creed Codename Jade are in development. And will soon enter their beta phase by mid-2025. That could turn into a major problem because 2025 is going to be a massive year for gaming. Battlefield 2025 is around the corner, and it looks like we're going to witness a major clash between Battlefield 6 and Delta Force. Which side are you on, Delta Force or Battlefield? Do let me know in the comments. With this much competition, I personally feel if they delay too much, the hype would be gone by then, because people are less likely to wait for the exact same game for years. Some probably may move on to their old favorite games, because seriously, why would anyone wait for a single particular game when there's a lot of things to do in their life? You tell me, if Valorant Mobile comes up with a beta in mid-2025, which game would you like to play? Delta Force or Valorant Mobile? Yeah, I guessed your answer. No one's going to grind on two different games, and a lack of players means a lack of revenue. And let me tell you, financial crisis could be a major turnoff for games, especially large-scale multi-platform games like Delta Force. It has already been divided into three pieces. First one is the global version. Second one is the Chinese version, and third one is the Garena version. Maintenance costs are going to be huge, so they can't afford to lose their audience, which is the main source of their revenue foundation. Look, I'm not against this decision, nor do I have any personal issues with this game. I'm just insisting, whatever developers are doing, just pick up the pace and make it as fast as possible before the threats hunt it down. Because the console version of Delta Force is still not released, and Season 2 Starfall has already started in-game. Like, what the hell is going on? We didn't even play Season 1. Why rush the game's progress? Why don't they fix an exact date for a proper worldwide release? But in any ways, our Chinese dudes are enjoying the game. I just hope they don't play with us like Warzone Mobile did. November to January, then February, and finally got released on March the 20th. But apart from that, one question is still unanswered. Why did they delay Delta Force Mobile's release date? First thing, we didn't get any open beta test versions for iOS devices. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen a single test version for iOS devices. I personally played all the open beta tests and only Android players were allowed. This could be a reason. Since they haven't properly tested the game's performance on iOS devices, they can't release it without proper optimization. But honestly, I don't think iOS chipsets are that hard to optimize than Android chipsets. Because Warzone Mobile is somewhat running good on iOS chipsets compared to Android chipsets. It shouldn't be a burden for developers to delay the release date. Second thing I noticed, the FPS gets locked to 60 while playing Delta Force Mobile. I personally faced this problem on my OnePlus 11, which I bought recently. And it has the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, which is very capable of handling most games at ease with 100 plus FPS. Did someone out there face this particular problem? Let me know in the comment section. Recently, the United States government added Tencent to a Chinese military company blacklist. Tencent replied to this as a misunderstanding and told the US government to initiate a reconsideration and correct the mistake. Tencent even threatened to sue the US government and was likely to take legal action over this whole situation. But being blacklisted removes Tencent's ability to do business with American companies. As one of the largest companies in the world and the biggest video game publisher, Tencent does a great deal of business with both the US and globally. It owns Riot Games, Funcom, and Grinding Gear Games. It also has stakes in Epic, Larian, From Software, Paradox, Frontier, Roblox Corporation, and Ubisoft. Basically, if you're playing a game, there's a good chance Tencent has some involvement. But after this, Tencent's shareholding price significantly dropped by 10%. However, now the whole situation has recovered. Since Tencent owns TiMi Studio, and TiMi Studio is developing Delta Force, I think this is the major reason behind the delay of Delta Force Mobile. They were just waiting for the situation to calm down, and when they see a clear path, they will release the game as soon as possible. In my opinion, the only solution is to release the game as soon as possible and make a strong presence in mobile gaming by doing effective social media marketing to gain more popularity. If the game successfully builds a strong presence in mobile gaming, then it will be easy to compete with other games because of the versatility of Delta Force Mobile. But developers have to do this as fast as possible. If they delay too much, then this game would become an underrated battlefield shooter game of 2025. At least they are not releasing a half-baked game like Warzone Mobile. Instead, they'll work more on the game to recover this gap of delay, and in the end, we'll get a fine, polished game to play. So this was it for the video. Do let me know what's going on in your mind, and should I make a video about Apex Legends? Comment down and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks for watching. This is Legacy, signing out.